them out. Black nation rise. Wouldn't think of full time. So we stop being victimized, organize and centralize. Take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives. Now the ship a capsize. Open up your eyes. Firstly, every African a queen and king. Know your past and you will know yourself. Black man not got our color and no sin. Never trade my roots, me proud of my skin. Sin I forget the old slave master Jim. Pan back with busting. And you know them now bring them from the plantation. Nowadays a prison. Hear the ancestors them singing African hymns. But we have to rise up in order to win. We have to see a floating sinkings and we can't sing. Call out the black leaders in our communities. We stand against injustice and stand for unity. And in action rise. Wouldn't think of full time. Do we stop being victimized, organize and centralize. Let the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives. Now the ship a capsize. Open up your eyes. Freedom must come with a cost. You can't know the future if you don't know the past. You can't sight the fullness if you don't know the half. Them milk the mother cow and them want kill the calf. Check the status, it's off the grid off the graph. Look how much blocky youths them kill off the rascal. Classism, racism, black brother them a ball. We have to fight all if we back against the wall like a Bengi roll. Go back to your roots and your window and yourselves. We did that with our friends, no one time to rebel. By the KKK, no black brothers, them hang them in the suburbs, we in the projects, yo, you know see the trend. In a 2020, yo, we still a go pretend like slave master and slave bikini. They my friend, like Black Panther. Take a stance, yeah, my friend, can't play cover, rise up from lions den. Reaching out to the rude boys and all the ragamuffins. You will fall for anything if you stand for something. Black nation rise. Couldn't think of full time. To be stop being victimized, organize and centralize. Take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold your head up with pride. They no care about black lives. Now the ship a capsize. Open up your eyes.
Heat life, he life.
Yes, comrades! Youth and youth! Undecided voters! PNP coming again! So tell your neighbor, tell your friend! Green man I ride with like mule, and I take the nation for fall! But we have a new name for him! What the name? Him name Eli! Bangarang! Oh, we tired of the labor pay. The drive across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired of the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane. Why? Eli! At the new name for the bus driver. Eli! That's all you hear from every corner. Eli! Him name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli! On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, 2 times on a Sunday. Eli. Hear this. Eli tell we say him a go build up the country, put money in our pocket and end poverty. Promise the farmer them a go drive SUV. No him touch the bus, him a blame PNP. But Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him fi go sit down back in the harbour. Him too lion out of order. Oh, we tired of the labor pay. The drive across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired of the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane. Eli! At the for the bus driver. That's how you hear on every corner. Him name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli make big promise to teach a nurse and police. Promise to give them big salary increase. Promise jobs, more jobs and good economy. But no him crash the bus, him a blame PNP. But Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. If he go sit down back in the harbor, him too lion out of order. Wanna remember this? Eli from a party new on the scene. Swear say him done with the garrison and the green.
I'll never go back to that.
Him tell the country now him greener than green with no credibility. Eli at the union for the bus driver. That's how you hear on every corner. Him name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. If he go sit down back in the harbor, him too lion out of order. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, 2 times on a Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jamaica. Welcome to yet another Midday Connection. Welcome yet to another Midday Connection. Good day, Andre. Because Mark Golding used the phrase blood and fire comrades, them make sure them don't hear the part marching on to progress. It was a discussion about promoting violence this morning on Hotline. The song is about a movement. I don't know how they carried it on to. But I think we need to play that song today, you know. Get us in the mood and the groove, Jamaica. Before I'm journeying to Clarendon today. But we are march. See it here, Jamaica. Yes, Jamaica, time come, time come, time come, time come. And as time come, we journey today. We journey today, Jamaica. We journey today to Northwest Clarendon. Hmm. People calling me already. Just a moment. Hello, hello, caller. Yes, yeah,
Good day.
yes,
I
who's
don't know why they had a problem. I don't know why they had a,
yes,
I don't
yes, caller. But I have an interview now, so I can't accommodate this call. Let me do the
no,
interview.
just listen.
Dear,
I don't know why they had a problem. I don't know why they had a problem with blood and fire comrade. Because I am an old woman and we used to play that song from Body Man Midday. So it's not a new song. It's an old song and we never do anybody anything. It's just a
well,
song.
it's because Andre Stevens playing it every day. They're going to have a problem with it. But let me get on to the interview now, please, and thank you.
Yes,
Reasonable?
thank you too.
All right, Bonononos.
Thank you. Calling from Oteria.
All right, Bonononos. Let me go for
Yes,
Northwest St. And right, Northwest
yes,
Clarendon.
darling.
All right? Bless you.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Richard Azan, Jamaica, will join us right now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stevenson.
Good afternoon, my father. How you do?
Giving God thanks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I saw you last Saturday in your constitution,
Yes,
in
yeah,
your
man.
in your
I'll funeral.
Richard Azan, can you tell us what are the divisions that makes up North West Clarendon?
Spalding reaches Thompsontown and Frankfield.
Mm-hmm. Spaldings, Thompsontown, and Frankfield
Reaches.
reaches. How did you do in the last local government elections in those divisions?
We take home 2 of the 4.
You
We
took home
lost the Thompson. We lost the Thompson one by 86 votes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Frankfield, I think it is 400 and plus votes.
Oh, okay. So, Richard Azan, what is happening in the constituency? I see them take up somebody new to run against you because apparently Enriquez couldn't cross it, so them gone for newbie. But newbie sounds like as though he's an old B. So what is happening with them over there? I see them have meeting with them import crowd last
Mm.
Saturday into the
Well, well,
constituency.
Andre, the first thing I observe
Yeah.
when I see the poster out and I see that the member of parliament was missing off the flyer.
Mr. Enriquez.
Yeah. And on Saturday night, he was missing from the platform. And they mentioned about Edwin Allen, Cliffstone, and Mikey Stern. And they didn't mention his name as the sitting member of parliament. I said it's a part of disrespect to the present member of parliament. And if I was a part of a party that I am succeeding somebody and that person can join the platform with me from the same party, something would be wrong.
Okay. I agree with you. So there is no respect for who is outgoing and who potentially will be getting a flagging at the polls.
Well, I leave it at that.
So what new and different is Richard Azan carrying to the people of Northwest Clarendon this time?
Well, Andre, while I was member of parliament, one of the things that I insist that the constituency development fund each year,
Yes.
after touring Alston High School, I remember I visited the one of the practical areas because the children was going to that practical area, and I said to them what they are doing, and they were telling me. So I walked with them to the practical area,
Yes.
And when I went there, I was a little bit surprised that from the school was constructed, the equipment in the computer, in the practical era, was the same equipment from 1972. And I said, but I don't understand this. So the teacher said to me, well, we don't have any material and the equipment and so forth. Some of them not working and all of that. And I said to the CDF officer then that, one other thing about it, we have to do something. And I called all the principals for the high schools. And I said, from the Constituency Development Fund, each year we are going to make sure that we contribute $500,000 to each practical area into a high school to improve on the practical area that, one, we are looking at when you leave school, where the market is. So you don't want to send people, student for where there's no market. And so the school would decide on that. And I went further by inviting Hart, that I said each student who live in high school should live with a level 1 to a level 2 certificate. So we were able to do that over a period of time right up until the 2020 election. Because skill is important. Skill is important. You can live with 10 CXC, but you don't live with a skill. When the demand out there for electrical, plumbing, woodwork, and whatsoever. So I that is something that I intend, because all of the training centers that we have in the constituency closed since 2020. Since the new member of parliament, it closed them. That is something that I intend to focus on. I still want to continue on my educational program at the early childhood program, the primary and the high school. And even those who leave school, to make sure that we are able to continue on the programs that we want to do, a training in all the areas. When you look at a building like in Silent Hill right now, and it's like a what they gonna call a white elephant, just up there, the lockup and all that. At Sanguinity, where you were at the funeral on Saturday, the community center there, right now, when you go there, we have 24 computers and printer locked in there from 2020. It closed. It closed. Not operating. So we have water in some areas that we have to look back on. We have all the roads are down. You travel on some of them, and you see the condition of them. They don't bush. They don't bush pothole. The drains are blocked and all of that. We have to look on that. We have Southwood, where you look at Southwood again, where the bridge was washed away from 2017. And that is not been replaced. You have children who live across the road. If you have heavy rain, they have to stay out.
My God.
They can't go in and all of that. We have to replace that one. The second phase of the Spalding market that they really crucified me about. And I was surprised that the Prime Minister himself went there on Saturday. Minister Mackenzie was there 2 weeks ago, promising that he wanted to do something else. But it won't be done until 3 months' time. We have a cultural center that I started, and about 4 million right now as I speak to you, that that was from the CDF funding is still at the Clarendon Parish Council, that the Member of Parliament refused from the work to continue to finish the cultural center. You go there, you see the thing there. So those are some of the things that I am really looking on, that we have to look and to see how best we can able to do with training. We want to bring back the communities to what it used to be, looking fresh and all of that. I will tell you, up to 2019, 2020, if you visit Sanguinity and you look at the community center there, the place was beauty. to look on. When you go there, it just look ugly, So it is something that Andre, I
Wow.
intend that we need to bring back some semblance that people can look on and to say, this is my community. I'm very happy about it.
Wow. But it's like them swap monkey for black dog because you were doing so much for the people in that constituency. And ever since Philip Enriquez has taken it over, they have gotten a backbencher who is ineffective, who some would argue is lazy, who is voiceless, who has done nothing for them.
But to me, you can be a backbencher, but you can get things done. I
Yes.
I served between 2002 to 2006 as a backbencher, and I was
Mhm.
able to do a lot of things in Northwest Clarendon.
You know why them
Um,
listen me tell you why them say you were able to do a lot of things. You want me to tell you why?
right.
They say that you're one of Portia's beloved. So when you run to Mama P would say, yes, man, Richard Azan, it will be done.
Yeah,
Is
but
there
remember that Portia take over the leadership of the country in 2006. I am
mm,
saying between 2002 and 2006, while
mm,
I was a backbencher when
oh,
PJ Patterson was there. What I
mhm.
was able to look at where you have state agency like the Jamaica Social Investment Fund that
Yes.
you can able to do projects and send to them and get approval. You go to Chase, and you get things done. So we were more than one area because part of what I said to a number of even our newcomers that
Yes.
don't look on this constituency development fund and believe that it can do everything in your constituency. You have to look out of the box. You have to look on private sector. You have to look on friends where you can able to ask, can you help a school with musical instrument? Can you help a school with some children who are going to school barefoot or don't have no uniform, books or whatsoever? You have to think out of the box, and that is one of the things that I always do.
Mm. Oh. So you're talking about the training, you're talking about the education, you're talking about building back the infrastructure for the youth and the children in the constituency.
Yeah,
What about the bread and butter issues for the people of Southwest Clark,
Northwest,
Northwest Clark?
Northwest. Yeah, and that is the reason why I said that we have to look on how we train people that they becomes independent, that they can able to help themselves. And I am looking on the training where you have the farmers, where
Mhm.
you have the carpenter that
Yes.
they are trained to that they can able to do something.
Mhm. So you're talking about training of
Yes,
the.
that person's able can have a skill.
So, with all that said, what would differentiate your leadership from a Warren newbie?
Well, I can't speak about Warren because I still ask that when I hear people say things about Warren, I said, um, up from 2016 that Andrew Holness is a prime minister, and the prime minister didn't appoint him to even a chairman of a board, then
Mm.
I don't understand what he can bring to the table now.
Well, I can tell you why the prime minister never bring him to give him a chairman or a boardmanship. The prime minister is not fond of him, and as such, even if you realize he has still not been officially named as the caretaker candidate, they say he's the chairman of the seat, but he has not been named the caretaker candidate for the elections as yet. So that itself tell you that there is trouble in the camp over there. You never thought of that? Or let me tell
Well,
you.
the truth about it, Andre, I try not to
Get into the
interfere.
angarang. I understand.
Yes, I concentrate more on what I need to do in
Mm,
Northwest Clarendon now what for the people. I don't try to get involved in my opponent, um, what they want to do or what they want to say. They
mm,
claim that I have not done anything in Northwest Clarendon.
But you even you were the one who went as far as built the shops for the vendors at the time that got yourself in some issues.
Mhm.
You remember? How is
Yeah.
that that you have built for those people? Have they been better off?
Well, that's what I'm saying to you, that if the minister of local government
Mm-hmm.
would see that at least not $1 from 2016 have spent on that market.
Yes.
And a matter of fact, I could tell you, from 2020, there's no electricity in the market.
What?
Okay.
The Spalding's market don't have any electricity?
Don't have any electricity. They go and they did something the day before
All right.
before the minister arrived there. And I think it was an injustice to the Iglas who have to use the market for over 3-4 years. Don't
Mm-mm.
have electricity. Don't have electricity.
My
The poor relief office that is there, the poor lady have to suffer in darkness.
really?
Yeah.
No, Mr. Azan, it can't be this bad.
Well, I am telling you,
Look like me and you have to go do a tour down there, Mr. Azan. For
yes, you can.
for
And
Jamaica.
and you can hear from the vendors exactly what I'm saying. That is truth.
And I hear that ever since you sort out the market and did your part, nothing else has really been done for the people down there.
Nothing, as I said to you, all the market fee what they collect. Not $1 have been spent on the market compound. Sometimes you visit there and you look on the place. It need to clean the bushing and all of that around it and all of that. I think it's an injustice to the people that
Mhm.
they don't do anything to the market, because I cannot see how a market being run and you don't have electricity in there.
Wow.
I can't see through it.
Wow. Wow. So what else you want to tell the people today? What else you want to
Well,
tell?
I one other thing about it, I don't like to blow my own trumpet.
Mhm.
Um, Everyone in Northwest Clarendon have seen me in
Yeah.
action, seen the things that I was able to do.
Mhm.
I was able to bring. I personally don't put politics into my programs of education. It don't
Yeah.
matter which party you are from or what. When I
Mhm.
go into a school, I
Yes.
allow the teachers to make their own decision
Mm.
on what they are doing. I will tell you, Sir Andre, that I remember I was the first person to bring music in schools,
In the
and
constitution. Mm.
almost all of my primary schools, I
Mhm.
was able to put in musical instrument in there. We were able to run summer
Well,
camp.
and let me stop you right there. Music has shown that with the introduction of music, it assists with the arithmetic skills and improving mathematic solutions in schools.
And it
We know.
also bring
I want
it also bring discipline.
Let me
It
commend. Let us clap him, Jamaica. Let us clap Richard Azan that he knew or knows that the use of music can be so effective in assisting the children. I wish more member parliaments could be pragmatic and realistic as you and solutions oriented. So that is something that you want to reinforce, doing more
Yes.
musical instruments.
Because part of it, you see, is that each school was given up to $350,000 of
Yes.
musical instrument, and this is not coming from government purse. I
Mhm.
went out of the box and asked some private companies to donate, not to
Yes.
me, to
But
donate to the school. I will
mhm,
say pay for the music instrument at Music Mart, and
mhm.
for this school or that school. And we were able up to, of the 24 primary schools, we're
Yeah.
up to about 15 schools. And I make sure that each of the school were given a PA system too. That means that you have a public address system at the
Mm.
school. I didn't stop there alone. I
Yes.
made sure we were able to find some funding from other sources that
Mm.
each school identify a coach that they
Mm-hmm.
could come in and teach music to these
Oh,
children. So
wow.
it does not really, if I just send them the musical instrument, I never send them somebody to ask
But you
them to
go
identify somebody.
mm.
And I was very happy that two about 2 months ago, I met
Mm-hmm.
one of the coach who learned from the camp that we're having.
Mm-hmm.
And he's now on one of the largest ship playing instrument.
Yes.
You understand? So persons benefit from programs like these. And that is what I'm saying to you. I want to empower people. I want people to feel that, listen, I don't want nobody to taxpayer to pay me 300%
Mm.
increase on my salary, and then they don't have anything to eat. So part of
Wow.
it was to make sure that I empower the people who I lead in Northwest Carolina, no matter which party you want to support.
Mm-hmm.
But the farmers who get a bad beating from the hurricane last year, you know the funny thing about it, the farmers did not benefit anything from all what they have.
What?
I was surprised to hear that the fertilizer that was given to the farmers was sold, because
Mm.
when you ask, they're asking one farmer who have about 30, 40 acres, a
Mm.
yam and all of that, they offer him 25 pound, a 25-pound bag of fertilizer.
Mm-mm. Wow. So your farmers don't get any of the fertilizer to Richard Azan?
No, none at all. None at
Mm-mm.
all. That what I can give account, what I'm hearing from the farmers, I don't hear anybody say that they receive any of those fertilizer.
Wow. Wow. Mm. So the
You know,
fertilizer. So
and one
yeah.
thing about it, I
Mm-hmm.
think as politicians, sometimes we underestimate some of our people, and the thing about it, and you would know that is not all of us think for ourselves. Sometimes they need persons to think for them. You go into a church, they would
Mm-hmm.
say, I'm the pastor. And anything the pastor said, I will go by. They are a teacher at a school, you go by what the principal have said. You go into the thing they said, whatsoever the politician said. Not everybody think for themselves. I
Mm.
think about development, and I would like to see every child who live in a school better off than their parents. That's
Wow.
how I look on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to remove all pit latrine from every one of my school.
Wow.
Every one of my primary school have a flush system there now. That I
Mm-hmm.
was able to do that because I sit and I listen to parents. I go to the PTA meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I every year,
Mm-hmm.
2 times or so forth, I have a meeting with my principals to sit
Mm.
down and hear from them what you'd like to be done at your school. You may
No?
have the needs, but give me the priority, 5 priority what you want, and let me see if we can
No.
work on.
No. Make me clap him again, Jamaica. Make me clap him again. No, 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 no. Mr. Azan, me have to give you roses. Me have to give you roses. You know, I saw at the funeral how you interacted with your constituents and the level of humility that you show. The way how you sat up with the people, you never take this high sprung approach where MP there so you literally sit down underneath right under the vehicle that's where the people them a pass. And you just sit down and reason with them. And I was so impressed. I was so impressed and taken aback that even going home, I was saying to Claudette, my right hand, that if more members of parliament or MP candidates should take on your approach and just be genuine and sincere and authentic, it's going to be hard to take you out.
Well, the truth about it, you see, I am I am from a humble home.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was a domestic helper.
Yes.
You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
I learned from that she was the type of person who would on a Friday,
Mm-hmm.
um, she would provide food for so many people after she have a little shop. And
Yes.
I always said to her, I said, how you doing all of this? She cooking pot of soup and she give everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just come every Friday evening at them, them sure so that on a Sunday she would provide things. The truth about it, you see, I believe that all of us are equal. It don't matter what you have or how
Yeah.
much money you have, all of us are equal. God make all of us equally. He never make any of us better than any. You understand? So you may sit in a chair today, that don't mean that you are better than anybody else. We are equal.
Mm.
And that is the reason why when I went to the schools, I I said what I would want for my children, I would want it for everybody's children. So I never make my children happy and the other people's children not happy.
Somebody said to me that it was Richard Azan that financially supported the Edwin Allen team to where they are right now on the map in terms of giving them that support and the track and field program. Is there any truth to that argument?
While I was member of parliament, I give them the 100% support. I was telling the first year that they won the champs
Yes.
because I was giving them all the support and support, and you know just go there to motivate them. And when I was leaving, I said, "What can I do for you to bring home the cup this year?" And
Yes.
one young lady said, "If we need some fish." I said,
Mm-mm.
what type of fish? She said, fresh fish. I said, okay, no problem. And I remember I leave there and I order the fish that it must be sent to the school. And that year they bring home the Gold Cup as the champion school.
Mm.
I said, as you bring up that one, I should say to you, I was the one who get the improvement of the Edwin Allen playfield for
Well,
them to train. We were able to put into multi-purpose court. And I'm going to tell you further. I when I visit schools, I make sure I visit the bathrooms to make sure so to see the condition of the bathrooms at all schools when I go there. I just
mm,
don't leave and don't visit. And I remember the dawn when I went there and I
mm,
decided to say, let me go and see where these girls are. And when I went in, Andre, I was a little bit surprised. You have to reverse when you go
mm,
inside. You can't turn inside there because the beds are so close that
yeah.
you turn. And
Mm,
then when they complain to me when I sit and talk to them, the
mm.
girls were bathing outside, and I said, "What kind of madness this? Do you
What?
think that I could have taken my daughter from my house where I use proper bathroom and then have to go bathe outside and a shower that
No.
people from the hillside are looking at them?" And I said to them, "No, it cannot work."
Mm-mm.
And I went out and the truth about it, I was looking sponsorship to build a proper dorm. We have
Yeah.
the drawing and all of that that
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to put in a proper dorm there. Yes, thank the Lord, they have a little dorm there. No, I don't go there since to see what it is. My thing about it is how we improve the life of everybody around us.
Yes. Well, Mr. Azan, these things are very commendable. And I believe the people of Northwest Clarendon are going to give you an opportunity to finish the work that you have started. Would you agree?
I I think so, and I leave everything in the hands of the Almighty God. Those who know me, I am a strong believer in God. Whatsoever the Lord do, I accept it.
In the
Um,
in the local.
2020,
Mhm.
2020 when I lost, my son was a year and plus, and I said maybe the Lord didn't really want me to spend some time with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's 7 year old now. He's going to school. Doing very well and all of that. So I think I'm back that I can able to continue. I want to tell you too. One of the programs that I was pushing is to put computers in all our primary schools. We have Thompson have a computer lab. I was able to build one computer lab at Cumberland. I was
Yeah.
able to build one at Baileyston. We put in one in Spalding Primary School. So we're able to put in some of those things because the technology. So it's not about only talking. I was able to do things.
Wow.
I was at a funeral in Mount Pleasant and when somebody said to me, you don't remember me? I said, no. And he said to me, oh, remember, I was the one who helped you when you were doing a computer lab in Thompson. So, Andre, it's not about talking. I am the person who get things done.
You're it's not a matter of bag amount, it's real action that you put into play.
Yes, that is what I believe in.
Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. In the last local government elections, what was the difference of PNP to Labour Party support?
Um, 800 plus for the PNP.
Oh,
We're ahead. We came out ahead.
you are ahead about 1,000 votes.
Yeah.
Oh, so election night, I should be picking you up on the radar as Richard Azan, flogging Newbie and sending him into Alexandria back to his plaza to go do some administrative work. What you say about that?
Well, as I said to you,
Mm-hmm.
I spend less time on my opponent and
Yes.
I want to spend more time dealing with the people of Northwestern Clarendon. They are the one who is more important to me more than my opponent.
Wow. What would you want to say are your last words on this interview today? Talk to your constituents because many of them watch this platform. Because I never
Okay,
know so many people watch me until I came down in where they place them Sanganetti.
Sanganetti.
And
Yeah.
I never know so much people.
Andre, I must tell you the truth. I am a number of person in different WhatsApp group I am a part of. Always send clippings from your program endorsed in there. And I always when I really didn't know that you have a day program. I thought it was a night program.
Yes, man. The day program is called Midday Connections, where
Yeah.
it's
But
like
then I picked up that a number of persons use your program to get information. And therefore is that I start to understand from a diaspora group that I'm a part of that they are able to watch you and able to know what is happening in every crease and corner of Jamaica. So
really.
your program is a well watched and well listened program. So what I
And
want to say,
just it's going to be the program that takes out this government and put in the PNP. And it's going to be the program, Mr. Azan, that is going to be watching the PNP rigorously because we're not going to make the PNP government get the kind of in corruption that this one has taken over and think that then cannot come out. So we're going to be the official watchdogs for any government. Particularly, we're not going to let no administration thereafter get an opportunity to do what Andrew Holness and his cronies have done to this country.
I agree with you. And Andre, I am a person who I believe that people must hold us accountable.
Yes.
Must hold us accountable. It shouldn't be every 5 years or 3 years or 4 years that because you go to the poll. People must have a say in what we do. And part of what I always do when I was a member of parliament, is that I don't go into a community and I'm going to repair a school and I don't call the community and to say to them, we are going to repair the school and we want your say and you must be able to watch. We are going to do a piece of road. We need you as the supervisor to make sure that it's not everything what they said I'm going to go by because that some person will just talk, but at least to get them participate in whatsoever you are doing because nothing is wrong to get the participation of the people from different community or from your conference to make suggestion about what you are about, not because
Yeah.
you're a member of parliament, you believe that you have the right to do anything that you want to do.
Yes.
So part of it, as again, at the funeral that you attend and I attend, and when I think about it, um, yes, she died, yes, sometime and all of that. But when you listen the story, what happened is
You
that
can
we need to bring back a little human touch to us.
in our
I think
healthcare.
the health sector, the education sector, when you're on the road, the way how people behave on the road, the way we treat each other,
Yeah.
all over the place, the way how we treat our senior people, then go to get their pension, they get to get them the payment, and they have to be struggling. They have to get a letter, they have all kind of things. We have to find one like a human touch of us.
Yes,
That how
true.
we are able to treat people. Because sitting and listening to the sister of Keisha, it hurt my heart when she said
Yeah.
all of what happened. That her sister was on the floor of the hospital crying for help and couldn't get help. Those things, it is not money. It's not money you use to do those things. It's the compassion of in our
Yeah.
heart about how we treat people. And that is what I think about why I said how we build the schools. They start at the basic school, they start at the primary school, that people start to understand that all of us are equal. Let us treat people like human beings. Not even animal you treat bad. You understand? So I want to say to you,
Yes.
your program is very, very important. It
Yeah.
can be on passion, but it must be constructive criticism,
Yes.
because we cannot do everything that we believe that we are doing is right. Constructive criticism is very, very important to what we are going to do if we
Yeah.
want to build bright and better Jamaica.
True. So what are your last words today to your constituents? Talk to them, Mr. Azan. Why should they
Um,
get an opportunity
what,
to
what, I,
repair
what, what, I,
member
what, I would,
parliament?
what I would say to the people of Northwestern Carolina and to the wider Jamaica, because the wider Jamaica have family in Northwestern Carolina and that they depend on them to tell them what to do,
Yes.
is that look on my performance over the years
Mm-hmm.
and look on the performance of the present member of parliament.
My
Look
God.
on the present government and to see whether while I was member of parliament, if your life was better or worse.
Wow.
You can able to start, as I said, at the basic school, at the primary, at the high school, at the looking at the young people, looking at our roads. Our roads are better or worse.
Wow.
Whether you want to say all the practical areas, the schools don't receive any allocation since 2020. When you go to the market and you don't have no light, and they have to close the market at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock because there's no light at the market. It is better or it is worse.
So you're asking them if it is better off since you have left or if it is worse.
Yeah, exactly. So it is for you to judge us and judge me on my performance and the things that I was able to do.
Wow. Better off or worse?
Yeah.
That's the argument today of Mr. Richard Azan. He's asking his constituents from he has left Northwest Clarendon. Has it been better off or has it been worse? If it has been worse off, you know what to do. And I'm sure that 95 or 97% will say it is worse off. So if we need to change that, Jamaica, Richie Azan for Northwest Clarendon is the gentleman, the man for the job. Richie, Uncle Richie, Papa Richie Azan, the man who was committed to education, training, development, the man who, even when the Integrity Commission said that what he did, he stood up for the people and they made the people's lives better off. But from he has done that, what has been done for the market? That there is no light in the market. There has been no serious true development in the market, and the people are worse off.
And Andre, I don't want to leave read the market on when the contractor general and all of that. Because I think it was really street politics. And I remember one day Carl Samuda said to me, Richard, if you ever check in this parliament, some of us as member of parliament have done worse than you. Some of the members of parliament even capture land and build on right now, them private building.
Wow.
I did not do anything that anybody could say that it was wrong of such. When we did the first phase of the market, and I want to explain it because, some people run about corruption and they don't understand what is corruption. When we did the first phase of the market and the vendors were out there, I said, it is so unfair that we have these whole heap of chapal and stone and all of that around. Let us see if we can do some shop. I remember I have some discussion with the mayor then and the CEO. And I said, maybe you people could invest in some shops and so forth. And so they said they didn't have any funding. I said, maybe if I could find somebody to do them and work out a system of payment. Did you know when we opened the market, the person who was the I don't remember the term, what they call it, at the parish council, who was supposed to go around and supervise the market. He was present. And he was the one who asked somebody to write down the names of the people who want the shops.
Yes.
It was the parish council, Pauline Reynolds, who was the person. And I have the minutes up to today. Because when Abe Dabdoob asked the contractor general, what you're investigating? Because it is the parish council who set the rate for the shops. That means the parish council know that shops were there.
Yes.
He said, yes, he know about it. And him have the minutes and him have all of that. But somebody sent a note and him have to investigate. That is the reason why I was not charged. Up to today, I was not charged. Because the whole thing about it, the minutes were clear, that the parish council was aware of it. At their commercial service committee, they were the one who set the rate for the shops. The persons pay $500. I think at $500, $5,000 per month.
Wow.
So part of it is that I don't know where the corruption would come. I never collect any money. The person who build the shop don't get $1 up to today.
My God.
Up to today.
And they tried to sully your name as though you were a corrupt MP.
Right. And the same man who lead in the country today, who said that he would sit in parliament with me because of corruption. And I said, when you're pointing finger at one person, remember, 3 are pointing and your one is said, Master God, look upon me. And look how many things that he find himself in. And then he praised himself as the most decent person. When he's the most corrupt one.
The most corrupt Jamaica has seen in this history of its 63 years anniversary in this political.
Right. So part of it, I want to make it clear to the rest of the world who are watching your program.
Make it clear, Mr. Azan.
I didn't collect $1 from anybody. The parish council give the approval. The parish council was who set the rate. The minutes is there to prove what I'm saying. That is truth. Pauline Reynolds was a member of the JLP then.
Yes.
From the race court division. She was the one who moved the resolution that they should charge $5,000 per shop. The record is there to prove. And I challenge any of them in the Labour Party to say what I'm saying is not truth.
Well, you are known to help people. Some of them have 28 bank account, Mr. Azan. And you cannot look on your hand or finger or in the immediate circle and say, who have they supported or who have they helped? But the people who benefited from those shops will say, thank God to Richard Azan. Thank God to Richard Azan.
One of the person have one in shop now. He's there now repairing television, radio, and all of that,
And that is why Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller stood with you. That's why when they were calling for Portia to sack you, Portia, the prime minister at the time, stood with you and said Richie Azan is going nowhere. Well, Uncle Richie, I'll see you soon again, very soon. But thank you for coming and setting the record straight.
Yeah.
And as you said, to the people of Northwest Clarendon, are you better off or are you worse off?
Yeah, and you can ask them if they're better off with this 7 training area for young people close, are they better off?
Wow. All right, Sir Richie. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming. I'm going to
Thank you, man.
accommodate a few calls right now. I'm going
Okay,
to
thank you.
a few calls now. Thank you, Mr. Richie. Thank you.
Right,
There is a breaking news, Jamaica. There is a breaking news coming in. Oh, Lord. Yes, Jamaica, as we speak, there's a massive blaze on Spanish Town Road. A truck carrying fuel reportedly caught fire right there on Spanish Town Road. So if you can avoid the Spanish Town Road area as we speak, there is a massive blaze of fire on the Spanish Town Road. A truck carrying fuel is reported to have caught fire. So if you can avoid the Spanish Town Road area because of what is happening, just please, Jamaica, avoid it as best as possible. All right? Yes. Avoid it as best as possible. Avoid it, Jamaica, as best as possible. There's a major fire in that area. Major fire. Head boy is calling. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Papa. How are you doing?
I'm all right. What you saying now, my friend?
Boy, thank you for carrying Richard Azan, who would arguably go down in history as one of the best member of parliament in Jamaica. Yeah? And let me tell you how selfless this man was when he was member of parliament.
Tell me.
He did not business if you come from Northwest Clarendon. Once you were from within the region of Clarendon, yeah, he supported you. Richard Azan was fixing road in North Central Clarendon, yeah, in Mainridge.
What?
That was in Pernell Charles Senior's constituency at the time. Yes, because Pernell refused to fix the road.
And Richard Azan fixed road in another man constituency?
And also helped primary schools.
Wow.
So when people see Richie Azan and you hear about this man, it's the caliber of the man. And I must say commendations to him. What happened in 2020, we know it. Remember, a certain individual did get some contract from RADA to give them, sell them a land tractor. Right? The same money was used and brought on election day within Frankfield to buy people to vote against Richard Azan.
Well,
yeah?
I hope them learn them lesson now, head boy.
No, they've learned the lesson. When
the
Richard Azan was
them...
there, the road where you see that you drive on to come into Chapelton, right? That road at CC College Gate was built by Richard Azan.
Really?
He was the Minister of Works at the time when that road was being built. The road was supposed to come all the way to Spalding, all the way to Cave Valley, you know. Is the JLP stopped the road and now telling the people of Northern Clarendon, North Central and Northwest that they love them. But you stop a highway from being built. you stop the highway from being built. It
And
stop a
when them
CC gate.
when them done them, I tell us if you choose Jamaica, when they have failed to choose Jamaica, and only thing them do is try to enrich themselves. No, sir.
But them like, you see the one when you advance with the 63 bus.
You know, see me
Yeah?
deal with that tonight. We go and deal with that some more. Go gather everything on that, because I may go and talk with that
Because
argument tonight.
later may I go and talk about it, because let me tell you, all I have to say,
But
when
head
the
boy,
right
is
time
you
come,
missing Friday night, you know. I spoke about the 63 buses, you know. Why you think the argument gets so popular now? It's my
no,
platform talk about it Friday
I know
night.
you talk about it Friday night. You were the first, is you make me know about it. I did, because when Friday, but what happened Friday night, I don't know. I went out on the road, and when I on the road, and I said, no, me have to come. I feel, but we know all along. We know all along. Because let me tell you what's happening. You see, last night in Hanover, and by the way, Craig Watts, I need to tell Craig Watts something.
Somebody said me need to call Craig Watts' mother, because them say him deal with his mother terrible. Oh, you never tell me that him deal with his mother terrible. Me know them probably come and say, Andre, you know better. Me did just voice my frustration to my mother that time, but we have made up from that, and we have been talking peacefully and gradually. But I hear say Craig Oates, I don't know if there's any truth to it. I hear.
Well, all I can tell you, you know who invite. All I can say, Craig, you need to tell Jamaica and Eastern and over how much money Horace Chang offered you to join the JLP.
But he must have no moment, so me don't know why them are giving them the whole heap of money.
No, but let me tell you, it show you how desperate they are. They have taken up a reject of the People's National Party. Somebody who did not want to conform, who believed he was a superstar. Craig Watt is not much different from Lawrence Royal.
No, man, at the same category. Free them.
Same old free.
Gully queen them.
As Mark Bolin said last night in Hanover, who know we time make them go. Let them go. We not lose nobody. Anyway, my brother, all right, later.
All right, my friend. Oh Lord. Yes. Well, Jamaica, I hope you enjoyed Midday Connection. I hope I'm coming with a fire tonight. I'm coming with a fire tonight. So remember to come tonight at 8 p.m. I have a solid response to Rhoda, Desmond, quite a few of them.
Mister!
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andre. How are you?
I'm well. How can I help you, caller?
I'm so sorry I didn't get you when Mr. Azan was on. I don't live in his constituency, but I know the man's hard work.
Yes.
I used to work at Chase Fund. At the time, I think Parliament used to meet on a Monday.
Yes.
I can bet you at 8 o'clock he stops at Chase with his projects for the early childhood education.
Yes.
And they would collect for the computers. But you know what Chase does?
Yeah, man. I thank you for giving
He also got scholarship for students and teachers to study higher earning through the early childhood education fund at Chase.
Oh, yes, man.
So I would want to say to the persons in his division,
in his
please give him another try, because these are worthwhile candidates to have.
All right, my boy. No. Thank you. All right, mommy.
Yeah.
God bless you now.
Thank you.
Listen to this, Jamaica.
Bad morning, sir. Can't
Listen to
even
this.
call too loud because it's just 6:23 in the morning. But listen, show you deaf. I always have to come out here, come shout your name. Tell your people them to leave me alone and stop. Come up in my inbox, come tell me about take down video. I am not taking down the video. So do the next best. I'm not taking down the video. And yes, I will talk again. The 63 buses that now in Jamaica that Darrell Vaz posing with the lady and the step of one of the buses. Yes, that lady is Jacqueline Stewart Lecker, right? Daryl Vaz is his wife, best friend, and it's her company the buses came through, and we are saying conflict of interest, we are saying nepotism, we are saying corruption. How is it that Daryl Vaz's wife, best friend, get that contract to bring in the 63 buses? And not just that, Andrew Holness give her a tax break. So 63 buses come in the country tax-free when it come on to she, and the billions of dollars that it costs taxpayers to bring them in. Right? And like I said, there's so much backstory to this woman, Jacqueline Stewart Lecker. She's also the woman that was the chairman of the Financial Service Commission at SSL when SSL crashed. Yes.
You hear there, Jamaica? And she, Jacqueline Stewart Lecker, carrying the buses. Hello, you have to make the call quickly. Remember that the program has ended. Or up and make your...
man. He going quick, but I'm going to tell you something.
No, quickly, Daddy, quickly.
Craig Wood's mother said, if she dropped down on the dead, and a Craig Wood's car come to come carry and go a doctor, make she dead, right? So she not going in there.
What you said?
That is the show. You want me to repeat what me say?
What you said, sir?
Me say, Craig Oates' mother told me in front of another friend, if she dropped down on the dead, and a Craig Oates car come for carry go a doctor, make she dead. So she not go in there.
My God. Really?
Really?
All right. His mother
is probably one who influenced that he never get to run in that seat because he was not worthy of it.
My God.
Take me, talk after me what me say. Quote what I said.
Tell the mother to call me. You must tell the mother to call me. All right?
I don't know if she will, you know. She's such a laid back woman.
But if she won't call me, tell the mother to call me.
All right, I'll give her your number.
God bless you.
All right, Andre.
Tell the mother to call me, Jamaica.
But she was...
Hey. Tonian was calling me. This is a final caller. Something wrong there, such. Yes, Andrea. Hello.
Hello, good evening, teacher.
Yes, Andrea. Yes, Tonian.
Thank you so much for coming to my sister's funeral on Saturday,
Yes.
Auntie Claudette. And also thank you for giving Richard Azan the opportunity to hear who he is and what he stands for.
Yes.
As a student from my family, he's here from Northwest Clarendon. Richard Azan is not a talker, he's a doer.
Yes.
He believes in education. He believes in road infrastructure. He helps everyone. So I can't even think, because when I come into Northwest Clarendon now, I am going into potholes like crazy. I almost broke my feet coming into walking on the street because the potholes are so wide. He cannot be compared to any other politician right now, because the one that is running here and on the other party, he's just insignificant, because we have one here now who is a no good politician.
Wow.
So Sir Richard Azan, and I will say to the people of Northwest Clarendon, choose somebody who works for you, choose somebody who 5 years ago or 4, you're worse off now than then.
Yes.
We should never be politicians. We should be Jamaicans first. And because of that, I'm asking Northwest Clarendon to look at
there is no sparking in the sparks not sparking in Northwest Clarendon.
Teacher, you know that come down here and drive down the road.
Why me tell you some patrol me say go down a Manuel Road.
What girl and go I figure broke rocks? Clifton. I never listen. When we are come up from down, my brother, because where the church was, my brother had to get cement and mall, go patch the road on the week on Friday to make Keisha Berry Saturday. And when we are come up, this car started to skid off, and it was judgment on the hill. When we tried to in power, that don't happen. That don't happen. So when I tell you that I am overseas and I support Richard Azan from over there. I am a worker for Northwest Carolina because I'm going to tell you, we have to take all the factories that he built.
Yes.
All of those things are now closed. Politics. How can you do a bamboo factory and it's closed because of politics?
Wow.
Teacher, thank you so much for coming again to Keisha's funeral. Our family really appreciates you.
Yeah, man, anytime.
And I cannot tell you the power sent you and Auntie Claudette are to us, okay?
Oh, what's the stew peas?
Teacher, I'm going to tell you the truth, Jesus love. The stew peas done. And my son, the first son, want me to get the stew peas. He not get none of the stew peas. Now I say, Mommy, when me I go get the stew peas, him just now, me have to go just start to teach and make you get it and make it somehow ship it to you. Freeze it and ship it.
So you love
sweet bad man. Sweet bad. In honor of Keisha. Because Keisha always said, boy, I love the stew peas bad.
Me glad son eat. And it's a big pot of stew peas go down there in Jamaica. So I don't know how the stew peas do. But you know where funeral day had plenty mouth.
No, but teacher, no. But yesterday we have one whole pot for the family and it done too. Yeah, man. And the festival done. Teacher, when we come home from the funeral, remember so we did go on but the whole of the festival done. Oh, Jesus. And the people that might ask say, where the festival come from? Teacher, I'm going to tell you, you have to go come here and come cook on these days.
I saw only love the festival then.
Yes, and the stew peas. Teacher is sweet, but you know how it's sweet. It's sweet, bad man. It's sweet.
Hey, the stew peas savory. The stew peas never sweet. It's savory.
Well, that is the correct spell, yes.
Yes. All right.
But thank you so much. Thanks, teacher, and the students as well.
All right, my dear. Bless you. Jamaica. It was that Miss Winnie was calling me. Let me take Miss Winnie call, because I know if I don't answer Miss Winnie. Why these labor rights love call over here? I tell them, if them are going to call and be respectful, I'll tolerate them. Hi, Mama Winnie, how are you, Bonononos?
Boy, you look tired, though. I know you. Really
I'm not really tired, Miss Winnie. Me not look that tired. Me probably a little bit overwhelmed. Cause you know,
no, you look tired.
Yes, you me.
Anyway. Anyway, I want to ask you something. Why Andrew, so damn thief, though? Why God thief Mark idea about him?
They rent
right to own houses.
Miss Winnie, remember that all of us are bright, Miss Winnie. Not all of us are bright.
He's a thieving man, though. Oh my God. Everything Mark do. Mark sing, he want to sing. Mark dance, he want to dance. And he can't even move his 10-foot foot.
Yes, me dance last night, though. Yes, me dance last night.
Me see you, bro. Me see you. Me ratchet right up to the end. Right up to the end. You serving and everything. Me say you really is the man of every trade going in cooking.
Mama Winnie.
Yeah,
yes,
man. It was. Huh?
Yeah.
It was a.
Somebody said if me dance so much last night, me almost tired. And me I go start pack my suitcase this evening. Cause you know, so your son I go pack big plane, Mama Winnie. Mama Winnie then can't hold your son again. Mama Winnie then can't hold your son again.
Anyway, Auntie Claudette will be there to tell you what to do when you go to the custom.
Yeah.
Be nice, smile, and they will let you.
All right, Mama Winnie.
Anyway, you have a nice time.
Love you, Mama
Anyway,
Winnie.
You take care.
God bless you, Mama Winnie.
God bless you, my grandson. God bless you.
See, Altia Shah said, teacher, the food tastes good last night. All right, Mama Winnie. Why you love to call me program? You have so many labor right programs to call. Why you adamant to call my program?
Me call Cliff, me call Jeffrey,
Why you know I answer?
Why must I answer you? Let me tell you
But
why. Listen, shut up. You know the reason why I don't answer you anymore? You don't have what is called emotional intelligence. Imagine I was mourning the death of Auntie Claudette's daughter. And in the brink of that, rather than you call and say condolences to Auntie Claudette, etc., the first thing you ball out, nobody can stop oldness. Nobody can stop JLP third term. My brother, you must have little conscience, man. You have little conscience. No, and that is the point. That is the point. If you just wake up and you hear me talk, it's not every day I'm going to be talking politics, sir. You have to get context before you add to a discussion. Do you understand, sir?
I hear you.
So if you cannot do that, you come off as literally dunce and fool and bagger. All right? So before you call into a program, it's very important that you understand the dynamics of what is being spoken about. About every minute you come in and tell them about third term, if fat. The only third term, you know, I get a third term in a rotted prison. Goodbye. About third term. Jamaica, it was a pleasure to be here with all on. You hear? Love you know, and I will soon back. Yes, Andrew, them get a script for true. Them get a script. You know, so them get a script. All right? Love you know all, and sooner later. Sooner later at 8 p.m., okay? God bless you now. Bye-bye. I bet him don't call back this program. The way I'm shame now, he not go call back. He might go learn to get context before him call over Partner Draw TV.